Jack never imagined that after finding out his best bro was actually a girl, their bond would turn tender and ambiguous. All their classmates looked on with envy, for she was the prettiest girl in the whole class. No one knew the truth, though. 7 years ago, they'd been regular guy best friends. When they met again, she transformed into a young woman. Her appearance had changed entirely, yet her personality stayed exactly the same. She still loved all the same guy hobbies, gaming being her favorite pastime. She hid this side of herself at school, afraid others would label her weird. But with Jack, she never needed to put on a mask. When they were alone, she could freely be herself without worry. Watching Jenny's cute expression, Jack couldn't help but reach out and ruffle her hair. The sudden gesture flustered Jenny completely.
悪かったって。
僕は姫ちゃんと違うんだからね。ごまかされておけないんだから。
あれ、もしかして春樹って、可愛いのか。
The second he realized what he'd done, Jack's face burned with embarrassment. Soon after, Jenny said she was hungry. Learning she only survived on instant prepackaged meals, Jack pulled out the homemade bento he'd brought. He cooked all his own food every day. The abundant, hearty spread caught Jenny's eye right away. She took a bite without hesitation, and was stunned by how delicious it tasted. In that moment, Jenny realized how much Jack had grown over those 7 years apart. After school, they ran into each other again at the supermarket. There was a big sale that day, so both of them ended up with armfuls of groceries. Knowing Jenny was a girl who'd struggled carrying everything alone, Jack stepped in to take most of her bags. He noticed all her purchases were frozen meals, stocked up in huge batches to last her several days. Jack's heart ached for her. He offered to make her homemade bentos whenever he had free time. Jenny's eyes softened with gratitude. Jack's caring, protective nature hadn't faded one bit. Jack walked her back to her apartment. He still needed to head home to cook dinner for his little sister, so he planned to leave after setting down her bags. Jenny quickly blocked his path and asked to exchange contact information, only for Jack to turn her down. His reason was simple: he didn't own a cell phone. Jenny refused to believe him. Nearly everyone had a phone these days. She thought he was just making an excuse to cut her off. What she didn't know was Jack was telling the truth. He'd lived out in the countryside for years where cell service didn't exist. Even his little sister had owned a phone for ages, but Jack still hadn't decided whether to buy one for himself. The next day, they played video games together, and Jack explained everything to her. Once Jenny accepted he truly had no phone, they made plans to go shopping for one together over the weekend. That evening, Jack sat down to dinner with his sister. She suddenly begged him to take her out for ice cream. He agreed and headed out with her. Jack was shocked to see his sister had dressed up carefully for the trip. She hated the thought of strangers judging her as a country bumpkin. Jack couldn't wrap his head around why she cared so much about appearances. Just then, Jenny appeared in front of them. When she spotted a pretty young girl standing beside Jack, her mood soured instantly. It had been 7 long years since they'd separated, so Jenny didn't recognize the girl as Jack's little sister at all.
可愛らしい子ですね。
え？
彼女さんですか？